Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. Into the Houston Texans have signed Troy Hairston to the practice squad. Troy Hairston was the Houston Texans fullback in the 2022 season. He had 5 receptions for 19 receiving yards in 2022. Then last offseason, of course, the Houston Texans signed Andrew Beck. He was very impressive. But it wasn't just the fact that the Houston Texans had Andrew Beck, which made Troy, Hairston not to play at all for the Texans last year. It was also the fact that Troy Hairston was out for the year dealing with an injury. Hairston was impressive for the Houston Texans in preseason, just like he had in the regular season. He had 5 receptions for 19 receiving yards, but the only difference was he also had a touchdown reception. In that final game against the Los Angeles Rams, Tim Boyle did throw a touchdown pass to Troy Hairston. I would think Troy Hairston is more needed now that Andrew Beck is released, and I don't think he's coming back. Troy Hairston's not on the 53-man roster. He will be on the practice squad. But, look, if British Brooks is going to be the fullback, I really like what he's going to do. I think he's a great blocker. I think he'll be great. But if he is disappointing, which I hope not, and I hope for him to just be a stud, but if that doesn't work, if him at the fullback position were to not work out, and you want a fullback on the roster, Troy Hairston is a guy that can definitely do that for you. And it has done that before. Started like 5 games for the Texans in 2022. Played 16 out of the 17 games for the Texans. And, was a guy that Davis Mills liked to target. I think he was targeted like 7 or 8 times. And most of them, or all of them, were by Davis Mills. He had 5 receptions. I know that though that isn't a lot, obviously, right? But at the same time, fullbacks are not the guys that get the ball a lot. So 20 receiving yards, it's not good for a fullback, but it's not terrible, because you're not going to see. There are some fullbacks that will get the ball more. I mean, like Andrew Beck had 60 receiving yards last year. He had freaking 4 touchdowns. He had 4 touchdowns. He had 2 receiving touchdowns. He had a punt return touchdown. He had a rushing touchdown. But, then you got a fullback like Troy Hairston who didn't really see the ball in 2022 a lot. And that was just the way it went in Lovie Smith's offense. So let me know your thoughts on the Houston Texans signing Troy Hairston in the comment section, and peace out. Go Texans.